What's good, group number one? For those of you who are drawn to the first image, this is going to be your reading today. We're going to be getting some messages on what good news is coming in for you. All right. So this is group number one, Spirit. What good news is group number one coming, or what good news is coming in for group number one? And it's so funny that the reading is what good news, and then you have the letter that came out here with this King of Diamonds. So it says the letter is a sign of good tidings. When near and when touching indicates unexpected good fortune. Love that. And then you have the stork here. So this talks about a change in residence for the better. And it's something that's sooner rather than later. So for many of you, the good news coming in, and this may come in the form of a letter. I'm also picking up an email. I'm also getting a voicemail also, in case you missed a call. But I feel like the good news coming in for this collective here is something regarding some movement happening in your life. So this could be moving residence. For some of you, this can be moving as far as your career goes. However, this seems to be bringing in a lot more stability into your life. So I definitely feel like this good news coming in is involves a increase in your stability. So this may bring you again like some sort of home to where maybe you're not having to have too many expenses, or what is it like? I don't know, maybe a change in job to where you're able to afford your bills better, or you're not able to, or you're not having to, struggle or live paycheck to paycheck. But yeah, I feel like this is multiple things for many of you. I was thinking this was one, but this feels like multiple opportunities or multiple good news coming in for you. So for some of you, again, if you are looking for like a change in residency, or a change in your home, that could definitely be coming in for you, while also receiving some sort of career change or career shift. But storks for me also represent pregnancy. So someone here, you can be finding out that you're pregnant, if that's what you want. These are general readings, so please take what resonates. But I usually always associate storks with like babies. So yeah, take what resonates, leave the rest. If that does not resonate for you, then it's not for you, or at least that message specifically. But yeah, definitely feeling like you're going to get, or you're going to hear back about something that you're actually going to be really happy with this news. But it feels like some sort of transition happening in your life. King of Diamonds, so this could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius involved, your sign or somebody else's sign, or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, I definitely feel like y'all got some really good news coming in. Let's get some more cards. I feel like y'all have, because I'm not picking up on just one, I'm picking up on several. Y'all have a few good things coming in for you. What else? I want to get a little bit deeper. So the broken glass foretells ill luck for long years, if near, but if distant, death of a friend. So some of you, this going to be involving some sort of will or inheritance. So you may be receiving some good news involving, maybe you're receiving money in like an inheritance, or maybe someone passing. Maybe if not money, then this could be a home. You may be inheriting a home through someone passing. So for some of you here, this it may, or at least hearing about someone passing may not be the good news, but what may follow along with that could, be good news for you. So let's say you do have a family member or a friend who does pass, but they may have left you something in their will, such as a home or some money. It may not be the best of news to hear that this person passed, but it may be really good news for you to hear what this person may have left you, which is again that stork energy, life or death. But yeah, definitely an inheritance. I'm hearing a trust fund could be significant for someone here. And it's fun. This looks like a living room almost here, or a bedroom on this picture. I'm also hearing renovation. So someone here, you can be renovating something, or got approved to renovate a room, or maybe you're getting the money to renovate something. The moose denotes loss by theft. Nearby, it denotes recovery after great difficulty, but distant. Oh, okay. So for many of you, this could be, yeah, some sort of loss that you may have experienced, that you may experience or have experienced, is going to bring you some good fortune or some sort of gain. So again, I am picking up some sort of loss for this group, but you will gain something from this loss. So I'm also picking up the energy because I was picking up renovation. So let's say, I don't know, like one of the rooms in your home flooded or something like that. And this is just for example. Let's say some a room in your home flooded. Maybe you were wondering like, oh my God, how am I going to get the money to fix this, or get this squared out? So this could be the good news. You may have lost that good flooring or whatever other little items were in that room, but you may be gaining money to fix the room and get back the things that you had plus some. So it seems like there's going to be more of a increase. So it's like a gain for a loss. So it's like this six. Yeah. So definitely like a balance in scales here. Yeah. It's like the scales are balancing out for you in a specific area of your life, and specifically your home life or your career, or both. For some of you, this is both. So definitely got some good news regarding some sort of loss that you've experienced. Is there anything else? I feel like that's the main message, a gain for a loss. Yeah, a gain for a loss. But I feel like that's it. I feel like that's the good news that's coming in. Something that you lost, you're about to gain something in return plus some. So group number one, I believe these are all the messages that I'm seeing for you. So let me know how this reading resonates for you in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Y'all stay well, stay blessed, and I will see you in my next reading. Peace out. All right, group number two, for those of you who are drawn to the second image, this is going to be your reading today. We're going to be getting some messages on What good news is coming towards you? Um, so kind of starting off as I was shuffling the deck, you have the Joker here at the bottom of the deck. So Joker usually is kind of like the full energy in this in playing cards. Um, so I definitely feel like y'all have some sort of new beginning. I'm hearing clean slate, a fresh start coming in for you. But this is really good energy. This is really good. Yeah, this is really good news coming in that's going to put you in a really great, I'm hearing headspace. I'm also hearing a great financial space here also. But mostly this is going to help, yeah, like something about your headspace. If you've been like worried about something or worried more about like how or when something's going to happen, um, I definitely feel like this good news coming in is going to help bring ease into your life. So let's get some more cards on what this good news may be for you. But I definitely feel like you're about to, things are about to become not easy, but you're about to enter um, an era of ease and peace in your life. Like you're about to receive some peace. This good news coming in, this fresh start, this Joker energy. Picking up the energy of something ending for you. I guess this is kind of the energy in the collective. I feel like the collective is about to definitely receive their manifestations, but it's like the scales have to balance. So it's kind of like a gain for a loss. If you were drawing a group number one, definitely check it out. Um, but there's this energy of like maybe having to lose something or someone in order to receive this blessing or this manifestation. And don't think that it always has to be like death or anything like that. That's usually where people like minds go. They automatically think of somebody dying, and it doesn't always have to be the case. You know, sometimes a loss can be, I don't know, it could be a car, a job. It can be um, losing your keys. It can be, I don't know, losing a necklace or a piece of jewelry that you love so much. Like it, I don't know. There's some sort of loss involved with this, or not necessarily a loss, but more so of an ending. Something has to end in order for this new thing to begin. So you have this Ace of Clubs, number 31. It says the roads turn to the dark clouds foretells misadventures, but far from the person the evil condenses may be averted. So this feels like the energy of dodging a bullet. Um, I feel like with this energy, ooh, I'm picking up a few things. Um, for one, this is like um, the Ace of Wands, basically. So I definitely feel like with this Ace of Wands energy, this is definitely something that you have manifested. But a lot of times, our manifestations kind of, there needs to be balance. You know, it can't just be here's everything, and then the universe gets nothing, in return. So there needs to be some sort of balance in the scales here. So again, there seems to be um, this manifestation is ready to come in. Like it's not even that it's ready to come in; it's already here. But in order for it to become tangible for you, there needs to be some sort of ending. Yeah, ending of some sort. But again, kind of going back to that dodging a bullet energy, there's feels like um, you may get good news about you being protected from something. It feels like, again, like you dodged some sort of bullet, like something was meant to kind of put you in a very bad space in your life, or way worse than where you already are. Um, if definitely if you feel like you've been kind of going through it lately, but there was something that was supposed to come in that was going to make it worse or make things a little bit worse for you. Um, but this energy here feels like you kind of, like it says here, evil consequences may be averted. So it seems like you averted something. You dodged some sort of bullet. It's like whatever negative energy was sent towards you, you were supposed to go, right, and then that would have led you towards, this negative or malicious thing. But instead, you listened to your intuition and you went left. Even though, going right here, I don't know if y'all can see on the card, going right, it seems like, the distance is shorter. You can get to your distance faster. Um, but it may lead to, these hills, these mountains, these obstacles, these challenges here. But with you going left instead, now you're heading towards the sun, which is opportunities, happiness, joy, expansion. It may be a little bit longer. It's kind of giving me that analogy of um, what is the Wizard of Oz? How like Glinda has Dorothy take the yellow brick road, which is a really long road. But if you've seen Wicked, Oz actually had like trains, to, you know, help people travel to and fro. Um, so it's like, sure, you could have taken, the train and gotten to your destination faster, but you would have been met with at the end of the tunnel, it would have been a lot more obstacles and challenges for you. But, by you taking the yellow brick road here, again, it may have been longer, but you met friends along the way. You learned lessons along the way, and now you're, because you've gone through these changes and you've, alchemized all those changes, you are now ready for this expansive energy in your life. So this is really, really great energy here. Again, like kudos to you for like listening to your intuition. Um, it may not have been an easy journey, but it's gonna be the most rewarding journey for you. But again, it's like you've dodged a bullet. You've dodged such negativity that could have came with going this other way. For somebody here, you could have even literally dodged death. You could have dodged jail. Like you could have dodged, you know, I don't know, getting pulled over by the cop. Like you, whatever or however this may resonate for you. Um, but you got the four of clubs here, so the eye, when near, denotes great interest taken by friends. When distance, it signifies suspicion. Um, so I definitely feel like you may have some good news coming in from a friend, or you may be about to meet new friends. That could definitely be coming in for you here. Um, Four of spades, which is like four of swords. So I feel like good news coming in is um, some sort of rest or reprieve from the journey that you have taken. So this may be an opportunity for you to maybe take a vacation, get some time alone, or time with you and your partner. Whatever that may look like for you. But I definitely feel like you're going to have an opportunity to rest and to chill out and to just kind of rest and rejuvenate from this long journey. Again, you've walked the yellow brick road. You've came a really long way. Now that you reached your destination, is needed for you to kind of rest and rejuvenate before some sort of great manifestation comes in for you. So this could even be a friend inviting you, maybe to a weekend trip, or maybe you inviting a friend to a weekend trip, or some sort of vacation, or some sort of maybe hangout, or like a fun time, or just a restful time. I'm seeing somebody going to get a manicure or pedicure. I'm seeing somebody getting a massage. But I definitely feel like good news coming in is you having opportunity to kind of chill and rest. Tranquilo. So definitely chilling here. Where did that word come from? What does that even mean? Um, but yeah, anything else, Spirit? Oh, I just looked it up. That's Spanish or Italian. It means calm, tranquilo. I don't. I think I'm saying it right. I don't know. But Italy can be significant. Pasta can be significant. That's so cliche. Um, uh, Mexico can be significant. Somewhere tropical and sunny can be significant also. But definitely feel like some good news coming in regarding maybe some sort of travel. Again, maybe travel and for you to have the opportunity to rest, chill out, and not have to worry about the things in life. It feels a little like you got a little bit of trauma as well regarding like things kind of going bad for you. It's almost like you're used to like the ball dropping. Um, Confirmation here, but it's like the ball is not going to drop this time. It's actually things are actually going to work out for you. 1, 2, 3, 4 on my timer over here. So definitely you having some sort of expansion in your life. But whatever this new beginning, that Joker energy, this new beginning, fresh start that's coming in, is going to put you in a much better headspace and a much better space to like receive the blessings and manifestations that you have been praying for and asking for. So, group number two, I believe these are all the messages that I'm seeing for you. So, let me know how this reading resonates for you in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Y'all stay well, stay blessed, and I will see you in my next reading. Peace out. All right, last but not least, group number three, for those of you who were drawn to the third image, this is going to be your reading on this morning on what good news is coming your way. What good news is coming in for you? What good news is coming for group number three? I'm hearing that song by Ariana Grande, Breathing, and the part where she's like, and he told me to just keep breathing and breathing and breathing. So I feel like whatever this good news coming in is going to, you may like literally like, you know how when you're feeling relief and you just go, like a sigh of relief. I feel like this good news is going to, like, you're going to feel such a relief from something. For somebody here, this could be regarding your finances, and for somebody here, this is regarding health. And I don't usually do health related readings like ever. Like, I'm not a doctor, I'm not trying to be sued. But yeah, something about somebody's health, or if not your health, this could be somebody close to you's health. So you may be getting some good news from like some test results, or yeah, maybe some sort of test results or a surgery, something of that sort. Not for everybody. It's maybe 40% of you, but definitely some good news regarding your health or somebody close to you's health. But I am definitely just tapping into your energy. I had this huge like sigh of relief. Something that you've been praying on. I'm hearing somebody say, please, please, please. Okay, you got the two of spades here. The star ensures success. Oh, wow. In all areas, when near, when distant, some unlucky event. So, definitely some sort of success happening in your life here. And this success is going to bring you a lot of hope. Because the star associated with the star in tarot, which in tarot it talks about hope. And yes, it's hope and wish fulfillment. So I definitely feel like this good news is going to like restore your faith and restore your hope in your life. You may have kind of felt a little bit in despair lately, especially if you're going through it with health or maybe even your finances here. Something about somebody's kid or a child could be involved in this. Or you may get good news regarding your child. It's not for everybody here. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? So you do have the two of spades, which that's I associate that with the two of swords. So there may be some sort of decision involved with this. So you may be having to you may have options, or you may have like to decide something, or to decide like, okay, I want to do this or I want to do that, or hey, the good news is this or that, or what is it? I have good news and I have bad news for you. Which one do you want to hear first? It's for somebody, this could be that type of thing. Um, but always assume the best. Kind of drawn back to a conversation I had with someone yesterday, and she was telling me about like she, and it's funny that she's actually kind of over me in where I work, but she was saying like how negative she thinks, and like how she always assumes and prepares for the worst. And yesterday, I work with youth, I work with kids, and I was planning a little Thanksgiving like dinner for the kids. And to me, it's I try not to stress. Like, number one, I'm already overworked, underpaid. Like, I'm not gonna overstress myself, you know. But two, like, it's not that deep. Let's just get the things that we need for it. If we're gonna get this food and have these games or activities planned for them, like, let's just do that, and then let's just do it. It doesn't have to be overthought out, or stressed out or anything, like that. But to her, like, she was like overthinking it and just doing a little bit too much. I was asking, like, why do you kind of overthink stuff like that? She was like, I've just been like that my whole life. I've always just had so much anxiety. And I'm like, well, baby, it's the law of assumption. And then she was asking me, like, too, like, how do you stay so calm? Or how do you, like, what is it like to not have any anxiety? And I'm like, I have anxiety, but I choose not to stress about things like this because we can only do our best. But not only that, we're doing it, just to make sure our kids have fun here and, they're staying safe and all that. But it just kind of brings me back to that conversation. Like, you may be assuming the worst, or you may be used to assuming the worst. And what your spirit guides really want you to understand is that you can't always assume the worst, because that will be what manifests for you. So you have to always assume the best. I told her, that's just the law of assumption. Always assume the best. Even if it may not be the outcome that you want, it's still the best outcome. Whether something goes your way or not, that's still the best outcome. So you have to keep that same mindset. Just because you may or may not always get what you want, that doesn't always mean that that's, not what's best for you. You may apply for a job, interviewed for it, and you may not have gotten it. Even though you assumed the best, you still got the best. Even though you may not have gotten the job, you still got the best, because you not getting it, or if you were to get that job, then, it could have, ended up being a job that you would have fucking hated. So rejection is divine protection. But again, it's always going with that law of assumption, always assuming the best. So definitely, just working on your mindset right now could be very helpful and significant for you. Working on being a little bit more positive, working on seeing the best in everything, or seeing the positive in everything. And that's easier said than done. I definitely get that. It's much easier said than done, but it's much needed, especially when you're trying to manifest something, or when you're praying for something. You can't assume that something bad is going to happen. You have to always assume the best. So you have the 9 of clubs here with the park, foretells new love when very near, if distant false friends. So some of you may be receiving new love offers here. Yeah, something about a new, if not romantic love, this could be platonic love. But I definitely feel like some sort of support coming in for you as well, a support group or support system. Because, love comes in many different forms. It doesn't always have to be romantic when y'all hear these readings. Again, love can come in forms that, you may not even thought was possible. So always be open to love in many different forms. Be open to people showing you love, showing you support, helping you out. But I am drawn to the 9 of clubs here, which is the 9 of wands. So this definitely tells me that you have definitely been going through a bit of a tough time, even mentally speaking and emotionally speaking here too. But I definitely feel like that good news coming in, again, is that sigh of relief. It's after going through so much like chaos or turmoil, or just things being a little bit hectic for you, chaotic, and just not really sure of what decisions to make, or what moves to make, or if something's going to turn out well for you or not. Yeah, it's like the star coming in to kind of bring in that relief. And I love this park image here, because it just feels so peaceful and tranquil. So I would like love to be here and just come sit on the bench and just have my headphones in my ear and just like vibe. Like, this looks like such a peaceful scenery here. So after such a time of struggle and going through so much, this good news is going to bring in a lot of peace, a lot of rest. Yeah, something about a park here. A park can be significant. You can be visiting a park, or wanting to go to a park, or you may intuitively feel called to go to a park soon. to maybe just kind of ground yourself. What else? Anything else about this good news? What else about this good news? I mean, just keep breathing and breathing and breathing. Definitely check that song out. It's Ariana Grande, Breathing. Your spirit guides definitely want you to definitely kind of calm down and just understand that things are going to work out really, really good for you. Um, and again, that's easier said than done, especially when you're used to just kind of being in this like fight or flight mode and just things just not going the best for you. Um, it's easy to be caught up in the negative or what could go bad for you. But eight of so crazy. You got the eight of spades, which is the eight of swords, which talks about kind of victim mentality, being in your own head or being trapped by your own thoughts. So yeah, like biggest advice for this group here is to get out of your head. Um, Assume the best. You're kind of crossing yourself up or trapping yourself by again like assuming the worst about things or assuming something is not going to go in your favor. Some of you you may benefit from doing a like uncrossing type of spell work. Um, this could even be as simple as taking a bath, putting some salt in your bath, and just speaking and saying um, may I be uncrossed from all negative energies, any negative influences or malicious intent. There's a little bit more into it. Definitely do your own research on it, or maybe seek out like someone who does spell work. Yeah, I'm not going to give out my secrets on the web, but you could definitely benefit from doing an uncrossing and specifically uncrossing your mind. Um, yeah, I feel like you're just kind of mentally crossed up or in your head about things and more specifically how or why things are going to work out, when, where, all those what is it, interrogative questions there. Um, but yeah, it says the mountains nearby indicate the presence of a mighty enemy. Ooh, so kind of going with this uncrossing. So someone you may have had somebody around you who kind of crossed you up, and when I say crossing, if you know, I'm talking in more of a spell work type of way. But when you're crossed up, that's more so when like, um, things are kind of, you may be a little streak of bad luck, things going bad for you. Um, it's basically like a hex, and for some people, a curse that could be placed on you. And sometimes it's others, and sometimes it's self inflicted. We can a lot of times cross ourselves up. Usual signs for me when I'm feeling a little crossed up is like mental fog, mental confusion, having a hard time making decisions. This really goes along with all this. Um, what else happens for me? I may drop things a lot, may get a little bit clumsy. Um, what else? Lack of motivation, lack of clarity, lack of creativity. At least those are signs that usually resonate with me on, when I'm feeling crossed up. So if that resonated for you, you can definitely benefit from doing some sort of uncrossing work. If you're interested, you can comment below and I can help you out there. But yeah, it honestly doesn't have to be a lot of much of anything. It could literally just be you putting salt in your water, bath water, and just kind of speaking and telling and envisioning chains falling off of you. Visualization could be very helpful for you also. But yeah, definitely comment below if you want a little bit of help with that. I can definitely try to give you a little something, something. Anything else, Spirit? But yeah, just think positive. You have some really good news coming in that's going to help bring in relief for you, but it's going to start with your mind and your mindset first. So think positive. Easier said than done. Again, I get that, but try to think more positive. Try to look at things from a brighter side or a brighter perspective. Just be more positive. Like that's it. Like work on that, and as you continue to work on that, then a lot of great things are going to come in for you. But again, like regarding your health, somebody's health close to you, or a relief in your finances here too. Funny. Okay, before I close out, so this was at the bottom of the deck. It's have flames on the hearth indicate good fortune and neutralizes the evil of near lying unlucky cards and increases the value of lucky ones. So yeah, I definitely feel like you're being uncrossed. Things are uncrossing for you. Doors are opening up for you. Paths are opening up for you. You got a path here. It looks like a little path here also. But things are definitely working out for you. It's just more so about just assume the best. Literally, just assume the best, and things will work out for you. But things are being neutralized for you in your favor. Things are being, you know, settled out for you in your favor. But kind of meet the universe, kind of co-create with the universe in that way of just assuming the best and thinking more positive. I repeated that a million times, but your spirit guides really want to reiterate that to you. But yeah, group number 3. I think these are all the messages that I'm saying for you. So let me know how the reading resonates for you in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Y'all stay well, stay blessed, and I will see you in my next reading. Peace out.